Welcome back, ARK players, to a brand new video. Now today we're going to be talking about a very interesting topic to do with the game's players count, but also just to do with the game in general and where we are right now as of the 28th of July. Now it's a pretty sad thing, but at the same time I do think it will improve over time. I understand why this is happening. It's, you know, it makes sense, and we're going to be talking about it all in today's video. Now if you do enjoy, make sure to smash that like button and consider subscribing to the channel if these videos help you out, and let's dive into it. So the inspiration of this video came from GP. Now GP is another ARK YouTuber in the community, and he goes on to saying, I've seen people say ARK isn't losing interest on YouTube. It honestly is, and it is very noticeable. Views overall have plummeted, and even though it's only my two recent videos, there's no obvious rhyme or reason for those nosedives besides ARK's dwindling interest. Now, someone who has been in the ARK community for a very long time, and GP has been as well, but like this has been sort of, I think this has been one of the biggest years, well, last year for GP in growth, but I've been doing ARK videos for such a long time, and this kind of thing does happen quite a lot for the game. I do believe, though, I agree with him 100%. At this very moment in time, it's a very, very dry period for ARK, and the next month, unfortunately, is going to be the same unless ARK do post some hidden update out of nowhere. But to be honest, the next good time for ARK, and I think a lot of people are waiting out for, is the September the 4th update, because that will be the aberration release with the Bobstal Tales content. And also it will be the hopefully, if it's not delayed, it probably will be delayed because ARK just love killing Wildcard and just love killing their own game. But they said obviously that the Unreal Engine 5 upgrade and optimization upgrade and stuff like that, FSR 3.1, is going to be coming. So that's a really massive time for ARK because it is struggling. But anyway, so someone, I think it's On Fire, another YouTuber, responded to this saying that his views have actually got better. And someone said it's very strange. The numbers on Steam contradict your message. We are about to break the record for the lowest amount of players. The numbers do not lie. 8k and falling. Next week will be worse. Now that's very true in the sense of in the week, normally ARK would be flourishing in the week, but something some people are forgetting about is ARK Survival Evolved is actually the old game is smashing numbers, and Sunday is usually most of the time is the most popular day for gaming. Always is like that on Steam. Most people are playing. Usually it's a little bit earlier, but I will show you guys the peak for today, and it is absolutely insane to see the numbers to see the peak numbers. But that's what we're focusing on right now. So obviously, games like Counter-Strike and stuff hit their massive peak of like 1.3 million. But when we scroll down and go down to see different games' peaks, as you can see, ARK Survival Evolved is around, it should be around about here. Helldivers is doing pretty well today. So ARK Survival Evolved is 50th, but today it had a peak of 40,767 players. And right now, later on a Sunday, it's got 30,000. These numbers for an old game that don't even have official server support is crazy. But obviously, there's going to be less interest from players who are playing ARK Survival Evolved because they might still care about looking at news, but the news we're promoting is for ARK Survival Ascended, which is obviously a lot less people play it because one, there's not enough maps, there's not enough official content, and just the game, it needs to be optimized, which is what we're looking forward to next. But when we go to we scroll down to the bottom, which is it's up to 76. They've had a peak today of 19,395 players, which actually isn't too bad for a Sunday. So you think overall, this is just Steam PC. Overall, the ARK community today hits 60,000 players on Steam between both games. But you think about it as, this could still be ARK Survival Evolved. And do you know what? Someone said in my comments the other day, I saw your comment, there's a really long one telling me to stop moaning and looking back at the past because that's never going to change. And I completely understand. The only reason I look back at the past is because, one, it's a huge memory for me, because I've been creating content for the game. But two, it just, the reason I keep talking about Ark Survival Evolved is because the numbers are growing. They're literally growing month by month, and I'm obviously going to talk about it in these videos because nearly 41,000 players for an old game that's not supported anymore. Do you guys realize how insane that is? Some games would dream to have a player count like that. Like, it is crazy. And what I think is that Wildcard is just missing out on such a massive bit of cash there, because there is 41,000 players sitting playing that on a Sunday. If you did a drop on a Monday on that, you would, but you know, there's so many less people playing it. So on Ascended, so it's a bit of a weird one. I think the art community is still going strong. It always goes quiet in little patches. I mean, the only thing that you've got to look forward to at the moment for July and August is we've got a Club ARK update dropping on the 31st, which I got absolutely told by so many of you guys in the comment section down below. I said I loved Club ARK. I thought it was a really cool addition, and so many people just ripped into me and said that's not what ARK is. And I get that, but I do think that it's a cool addition to the game. I know it's not maps and stuff, but I think it's nice. But yeah, they do need to focus on other things. It's because this is quick and easier content. And most likely, I think it comes from mods. So Wildcard aren't actually having to work on a lot of this content themselves. That's what does worry me about the game, is the fact they've made multi-millions, like close to billions over the years. And I mean, I think they've been valued at nearly $1 billion once or something. There was information last year. And it makes me so shocked how fair enough, they get modders to help out so more content comes quicker. But what does worry me is that they have to work at such a slow pace to get each maps out. Yeah, it's anyway. I'm not complaining. I've been in a pretty good mood recently, even though I'll agree with GP. Like, you know, it's a sad time when views plummet. My views have been a lot lower than they have of recent, and that's why I'm so grateful to Power World and Helldivers, because it kept me around about the 1 to 2 million view mark per month, which is pretty much what I like to keep it as. But since ARK's had a boring couple of months, I've dropped down to about 500k views for the month, which, you know, does hurt a lot. But you know, it's just something I'm used to, because, you know, I've prepared for this. I've been used to this, and you know, I'm still happy with the views I'm getting. And GP, they're pretty good. You know, I understand that the 3,000s and the 1,000 there is a bit sad, but to be honest, if you're an ARK YouTuber, as I said, I've been doing this for 8 years. Certain content, just unless you're like a Syntac or in the Spanish community, you know, like Arcadia and everything like that, you're not really ever going to get major views in gameplay videos in ARK anymore. And that's just a fact. It's the news videos that really are the only stuff that blow up that much. And Ras Clark is a fantastic ARK YouTuber, really deserves all the success. But, you know, even I've watched a lot of his videos quite a lot, and even his gameplay videos will get a lot less views. They're so much more fun to make than the news videos, and that's the sad thing about it. And there's such a massive gap between a bunch of us guys around the similar sort of level, and then you've got like Syntac, who just gets like 100k plus views per video, and it is just nuts. He's living the life, I'm telling you. I'm very jealous, but he deserves it again, because he's been on the grind for a similar time to me. So I always got so much love for everyone who does that. So anyway, thank you for watching today. I just wanted to cover sort of the place that we are in right now. It's very weird, but, you know, look at it today. There's still 60,000 players. This is just on Steam, and I wouldn't get too worried. Aberration is coming out for ARK Survival Ascended soon, so you know, we've got stuff to look forward to, as it'll be a bit of a dry August. I will be on my channel. Obviously I'm focusing mainly on ARK at the moment. I will be expanding if certain games come out that I like, you know, if I usually look at what's popular, I jump in. If I like it, I'll start covering content for it. And the new Path of Exile, well, is this like a newer version on it? Wait, why has this grown so much? Because it's Path of Exiles 2. I thought it was a remastered version. It's not even a remastered version. What? How come this has got so popular again? 20. Oh wow, for some reason I thought it was, but anyway, that's in 5th at the moment. But I do look at certain games that I might want to hop onto. I tried Once Human. I did like Once Human a lot, but I've sort of cooled down on the videos on that. But sort of I just see what I like, and I try it out and I play it, and if I want to get into it, then I'll cover content on it, because unfortunately the thing of ARK when there's not like a map release or something in the month. It obviously has dwindled a lot because of it was a lot easier when ARK Survival Evolved was one game, but now the community's been split into two halves. That's why the YouTube views have seen a little bit of a decline. But if you're a content creator out there doing ARK, don't get too worried. I do recommend to you to expand if you possibly can for this moment in time. But then the big months will come again, like in the start of September. You got Aberration, Unreal Engine upgrade, and then you got so much more stuff to come. And you know, they're a very rich company. I know they say they need to make money per month, but they're going to have some surprises up our sleeve this year. And I'm looking forward to November and December. That should be some pretty big months. So anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching. I will catch you in my next video. Please leave a like and subscribe, and catch you guys then.